Alright, we are ready to go. Hello everyone. Welcome to Game 2 of my Mind Sports Olympiad Terra Mystica experience. Game 1, I suffered a 5-point loss with round 4 Dakes Halflings, 156 to 161 against the alchemists that I put in the game. Very masterfully played by Haley in that game. Haley, one of the top players on Snellman and on BGA, has possibly played more Terra Mystica than anyone in the last few years. If you look at his accounts, it's a lot of games. So for him to pull an Alchemist's opening, I was partly expecting and partly not expecting. And winning with it, despite my attempts at disruption, which, I mean, admittedly were not super strong to start with. Getting through all that and winning despite also failing to complete a third town in the last round, I think says a lot about Hallie's skill. So, as well as I played, I don't think I can be blaming anyone but myself for not winning. Okay, new game, new setup. D Sash Spade, D TP D Temple TP, all 4 pass tiles, only 2 coin tiles. This is even more alchemisty than last game. So while what was I gonna say? So while the late round scoring is not super amazing for econ factions, it's still pretty good. Spade dwelling with last round TPs is good. Alchemist, especially given the dearth of coins here, no spade tile again. So either black faction is going to be quite good. What are the cults like? We do have both income, money income cult results, but one of them is round 5. So that will fund a lot of the trading posts that round. A cult faction, there's no like stacked cults at all. One of each cult bonus. So again, I like alchemists a lot here. Engineers will be quite good also. We'll see what the matchup is before deciding what faction's best. Swarmlings are also good on low money, given that they make their own trading houses, but the round scoring's not good for Swarmlings. It's pretty economic. Round 2 is the wrong round for big building Swarmlings. We get Witches in seat 1. I don't see too many benefits for Witches here. I know they're flexible. I'm not great with them. This is a Dwelling Rush Witches most likely. Pass tiles would, if they go big building, priest, worker power, then Witches do get temp ship. This also discourages an engineer's pick. But if engineers do get thrown in, then I could try to research Rubes really quick to see if I think they're capable of playing alchemists well. I might. Whoop, off to the other screen you go. Darklings. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. On the other hand, it's going to be tough to pull off an econ game, possibly. Oh, Rubes has a very high Witches score in this game. Interesting. And in this one, Cultists. Okay. Witches, Darklings. Both shippings, no coins, no cult stacked. Darklings already look pretty good. Fire 1 Darklings. Even double econ, Fire 1 Air 2 could be very good. Darklings are probably the best here, so maybe I want to try to neutralize that somewhat. Nomads is kind of safe. Nomads would invite, let's see, green, black. It would invite red or gray. I don't really like Nomads that much though, personally. And they don't like this setup. If there was landscape, I'd pick the Fakirs so fast. But there's not. Sandwiched Swarmlings are kind of interesting because they can stay west for a lot of the game and do maybe okay. Yeah, this is not a lot of choices here. I basically have to put in halflings, cultists, or nomads, I think. And as good as I am with cultist, Rubes does seem like a good cultists player. So I don't really like this pick very much, but I don't think it's the worst. Darklings seem best here by quite a bit. Priests on water and earth can do a lot. I'm kind of sad that Darklings got picked instead of Alchemists. If NGs get picked last, then I might go for them on the Zorus trick and take... it's Chaos Magicians. Okay. Now, time for me to rank these. Probably Darklings by a lot. I think I would give Darklings at least 12 points here. Definitely more than 10. This is a fine color wheel for witches. Wow, bidding on witches for 30. I don't see how you could choose witches over darklings here. I feel like I'm going to be taught a lesson by Rubes this game. I do not see how witches do well here. I've always had a problem getting coins with witches. I'll bid darklings down to at least 22 before I consider bouncing. I think I can spot witches points here. It's just like a Dwelling Rush on this set of pass tiles is really silly. Where are the coins coming from? Chaos Magicians could be okay here, but the typical Chaos Magician problem is still here. Like, how are you going to make sure that you don't get cut off in a big way? Chaos Magician economy is probably the most promising here. Nomads and witches are very much, and even darklings are very much workers over coins in terms of strength. Mike threw a bid onto witches and Rubes immediately defended it. I mean, it's neighborless Darklings, too. Alright, so I said at least 8-point difference there. I'm not even sure if witches are the second best faction here. Like I said, I really think I'm going to be taught a lesson this game, is how it looks. The round scoring looks so good for Darklings. Witches and Nomads do have some good synergy. I think the most important play this game is going to be Darklings first digging this brown hex. I think that's generally a winning line. Though Chaos are likely to start here, given that there's no brown or gray to put them here. Witches could very well first move dig this green also if Chaos are in the game. So yeah, Chaos are going to have plenty of trouble expanding here, so their economy will be strong enough for how many hexes they have, but it's just not going to be many hexes. So I guess Nomads are third here in the pecking order. And try to get all the trading posts up really fast, because Nomads do make 3 coins and 4 coins with their last 2 trading posts. And there is the trading post pass tile, so you could craft a Nomads game around that, potentially. Nomads probably get worker power if they want Mike going over there now. I don't really like Witches much with Darklings very likely to just take this hex very early on. Is 9 points still okay? And 14 to Nomads? Probably. Man, I'm still crying inside that Alchemists aren't in this setup. Because generally the lower rated players won't be able to handle Alchemists. I mean, Rubes is probably a higher skilled player than me, given that they have a high rating on very few games played here. And some of the scores I saw in their game history. And one of my TM Tour games is a double Econ Darklings game, which I did get cut off in, so it looks like I won't be winning that, unfortunately. Yodai goes to Nomads. I think I like to see that. Means I have a good chance at ending on Darklings here. Mike threw Chaos Magicians into the game and might think that they're fairly playable. I foresee a lot of map problems for them. but bidding again on Nomads hints that my next bid should be Witches. I think Witches are probably more than 2 points better than Nomads. Could Chaos Magicians take Tempship? I mean, the answer is of course they could. I will continue to say that the gap is about 10 points or more between Darklings and Witches. Yeah, I do remember one of my Division 5 TM Tour games being this color wheel. And I first moved Doug E6 and then upgraded there to make my Sanctuary, and that was a very good game for me. A clean win. I think I took Air 2 that game because it was like Air Spades in round 1, like TP Air Spade, and then Sash Air Workers. So I took Air 2 as my first favor, and then I think I got Earth 1 second favor in round 2, and that went fantastically. Given that there are so few coins here, it looks like I'm going to go Fire 1 into Earth 1 or Earth 2 if I get the chance as Darklings. Nomads, it's probably the biggest thing is going to be making sure you have a lot of trading posts up. Like Darklings, Priest to Water, Priest pass tile, get 1 or 2 dwellings in a temple. I feel like that's a really strong opening. This hex is going to be huge. Who's going to jump to Chaos Magicians? I feel like it's going to be Mike or Yodai bouncing to Chaos Magicians. I probably think they're 8 to 10 points worse than Nomads here. Alright, I would like to get Witches down. I'd rather have 11 be the difference this way than 13 the other way. But I do think Witches need to be pipped down a little. I'm getting close to bouncing to Chaos Magicians here. If I get pipped off Darklings, I'll go to Witches one more time and then probably take Chaos. Fire 1, Air 2, round 1 favors. I don't see a reason to take Earth 1 early here. And then would I rather have Temp Ship or Big Building pass if I'm Chaos Magicians? Nomads are looking like the worst deal on the board right now. They are probably 4 or 5 points too expensive for me here. The switches to Nomads gap is the most concerning about this game to me right now. Rubes might be jumping to Chaos. Hey! The best opening for Chaos might be start here, take Temp Ship, dig this Hex, build here, upgrade this to Temple. That's probably the best sequence for them. I am pretty much dead set in the middle here. I don't have any reason to take C1. Well, C1 is fun with Nomads in the game. Let's see. I'm not sure I want to go there. There will be cascading effects from Chaos Magicians going with a Temp Ship. Yeah, Temp Ship has to be best with this being a dwelling round. I don't think they're first this game, but with this point spread it might be. Nomads do the normal thing. I don't think I need to go C1 here. So it's here for a Leech party with Chaos, or just do the safe thing and play here. I disagree. My even games are more interesting. What's going to make the biggest choice is if Nomads start here, here, or in the north. No comment on that. E5 is a relatively safe choice, first because witches are so certainly starting here. I'm not sure if this is right or not. I don't think it can be that wrong. Has a better chance of connecting with nomads in the game. I'm not sure I can win connection here, but might as well try. Yeah. Move number one is definitely dig this, given that I'm probably going for econ favor round one anyway. Then I will get my priest or 2 workers on a power action, and then I'll do the rest of my round. Priest to earth, upgrade, upgrade. Fire 1. Maybe not fire 1. It depends on how much power I get, how much power I expect to get, how many coins I can get, because the big goal is making sure I can afford the sanctuary in round 2. And Chaos Magicians might be fighting me for the pass tile to make that happen. Nomads do start there. That opens this starting hex for Chaos. I would not be surprised to see Chaos start there. Though I guess this yellow isn't under threat. This central hex is really, really good, and this one is too. These two are why brown and gray are so good on this map, and that's my opinion only, really, but it's these hexes that are central to a lot of how the game ends up going. Chaos start here. Temp ship's still a very good option for them. Yep. So I do get priest or workers. Yodai probably takes worker power or stronghold. I'm not sure which one I would prefer. Okay, well, I'm glad I don't get a choice. And witches start with worker power. This central yellow is now a leech station only for nomads. Yep, Mike takes the obvious favor tile, or at least to me it's obvious. So I would expect Chaos are digging this to red and going here. This red is under much less threat than these 2 hexes. Need to do this now. given that Nomads had the single spade available, and just how dang good this hex is. Yodai upgrading here, I think, is probably a mistake, but we'll see. My next action is slamming this 2 workers for 4 power. Chaos gets 2 digs. And I assume they want it with worker power. They probably take this and make it red, as well as this red. They could just go straight Dwelling Rush. Could be a very strong Chaos Magician play. 2 bridge towns here and here would be pretty crazy, but very doable. Takes the single spade instead, leaving the double spade to witches, most likely. Rubes also might have taken single spade to give enough power potential to make a worker from power, which is iffy, except when round 1 is dwellings and you have your temp ship, you might as well use it and your Chaos Magicians. I feel like it's one of the only situations where it's going to be a good idea. I would expect Mike to take the double dig here, go here, but you never know. Might want to try to be greedy and get Earth 1 first. But if he does that and I upgrade, then Nomads get the double dig. So I'm very much hoping that Witches take double dig. Because I do want to lock up this hex if I can, but it's not super high priority. I think I'm happy enough climbing around the north. Witches take Earth 1. So if I upgrade, I don't get any power, really. I'm not going to take risks here. I mean, I could ignore sending a priest to water, but there's so much value in it this round. Like, I could have taken a power priest. Yeah, Nomads take Earth 1 also. I think Witches and Nomads economies can't handle this. Chaos can actually temple over here. That might be their grand plan. Witches do take the double dig. How aggressive do I want to be on the priest power action? Is going to be a big question. I'm really going to need a lot of coins for this all to work. Should probably just take the coins over anything else. Nomads are running out of space really quick. It's kind of silly. Well, I'm glad I predicted Chaos Magician's moves accurately. Though, it also means I should consider working my Chaos Magician's game a bit better. Figuring out how to play them better. I do think if I somehow manage to get 7 coins here, then I would describe my position as winning. Though Chaos Magicians is probably the one to watch for. Witches, I would be more worried if Mike's rating was higher, honestly. The rating and taking Earth 1 suggests to me that they will be behind economically pretty soon into the mid-game. Dangerously early. Yoda has interesting decisions here. The Sanctuary is possible. Sanctuary Fire 1 is probably a good play. But not a great one. Might be considering hard digging this spot. Passing is the other one. Pass for dwelling scoring most likely. And first move take the double dig? I don't know where... It doesn't have enough space to take a double dig. I think Nomad's best move was probably 7 coins. But this gives me tempo on getting 7 coins. So my next move is Priest to Water. Because Chaos is not leeching more this round, and Witches won't be until I give it to them. Well, Yoda, you did this to yourself. I mean, Nomads were very risky there in case Chaos does go aggressive and in case I go aggressive. Yeah, rushing Earth 1 was not correct. Let's see. There's too much value in this. I'm going to be burning all the way down to 4 here, which is Not perfect, and it's possible I could have upgraded before going to... Alright, Chaos is taking Earth 1, so I'll be going double Econ, that's fine. I'll be producing lots of Priests, there's lots of Econ pass tiles. It'll just be that I have to take Earth 2 for coin cult reasons, for the reason also that I'm going to have 4 power tokens after this round. Chaos unsurprisingly taking Fire 1. Chaos will pass for big building scoring if witches don't. I think I'm okay with a variety of pass tiles here. Temp ship and shipping I probably don't want, but I think the other 3 that I'll have available are fine. The reason I don't want to build a dwelling between witches and nomads here, even though this hex is almost certainly going away, has to do with needing enough coins for the sanctuary. I really need the 7 coin action, and round 1 is not too early with the amount of coins in this game. 7 coins and Fire 1 definitely is going to make my game a lot better. I mean, the freedom to possibly take Earth 1 and Fire 1 is one of Chaos's big benefits in this matchup. Mike just has to be deciding on what to pass for here. Maybe noticing already that the coins in this game are bad. They are very bad. I'll be passing last unless Chaos burns down to 5 to take Priest. That's not happening. I mean, I might be relegated to Coin Worker. But even that's not the most terrible thing on this board. Coin and Worker's okay. I mean, it's half a power worse than Worker 3 power. The power just gets you closer to the 7 coins action. It's possible that I upgraded the wrong spot. But I think this is okay. Chaos absolutely takes that. Oh, interesting. They took shipping points. So I take the worker power being better than the... Yeah. Gives me a good chance at 7 coins in round 4. Yodai takes 7 coins, which I thought might have happened. It means I will dig this brown to black. And partner with witches down this side here. I imagine Yodai is going to go for a ship advance. And a single spade action. Mike sends priest to air. If Chaos sends priest to earth, which I think is pretty likely, then I'll go ahead and dig this. Otherwise, I have a big decision. Nope, I don't have a big decision. I'll take the Hex. And not feel bad about it. Alright, so after 2 rounds, I'll have Sanctuary, 3 Dwellings. Getting points out of it. I'll have 3 Priests for the dig round. I think I like my game. I could have 4 Priests for the dig round, or I could just take a Worker and an extra coin. Yeah, saw Earth 2 and then pass. But pass for what? Am I possibly getting coins on it? 7 coins if I take Temp Ship? I really would like to know how much power I'm getting the rest of this round, so... Rubes is short on coins. Might just turn workers in. It's probably what I would consider. Yeah, 2... Oh, no. Burn 1. Burn 1, worker to coin, power to coin, sanctuary, earth 2, air 2 for chaos is their remaining move. And that happens before me. So they pass ahead of me, and they can pass for a power and get 7 coins. It will open the 2 worker big building pass tile for me, but it's a spade round, so I might just rather have the 4 points and a coin. It's probably better than worker 2 coins, even though that's not bad either. No town scoring means that I can go for... Oh, this is really good for chaos. That's really kind. I mean, Yodai must recognize that the leech is coming. Can build a stronghold this round, and, I don't know, possibly takes this blue. But I think taking this black is just better. Taking this blue helps chaos a lot more than hurts me, I think. I'm okay going to the red. It's not great. It must be tempting for witches to take the double dig, but I mean that power has to be better off as coins, I think. Yeah. Worker dig has to be better than power dig, I think, on Earth 1. I should consider throwing a priest to Earth still. 4 coins and 2 power for a priest. Yeah, that's worth more than 4 points. I don't see the value in this for Mike. I think that's a bad move. He's trying to go Sanctuary and something, but then he doesn't have power for coins. It's a little confusing, to say the least. Chaos Magicians do well to score the Sanctuary twice, once on the round, once on the bonus tile. I'll just be doing on the round. And as predicted, Earth 2, Air 2. Not having to spend a worker is huge for them. With 3 power on a pass tile, if Chaos... Well, I expect Chaos are going to take coins. There's pretty much no way they don't. So I'll pass for a priest if I pass second. Imagine Yodai's building the stronghold here, which will be very good for Rubes. I could want to end next round with a trading house or two. Because I'll want a lot of coins and residual coins going into a dwelling round. Yodai advances ship. Well, they now have enough power for a double dig. But aside from the northern brown, I don't see a second hex. Though I guess if you go stronghold, single dig, you still have your sandstorm action for one of these. Oh, and I got power here. There's no way I get to get the coins, but yeah, it's a clear pass. Wonder if they take the priest or the trading house. Both look good for them. Oh, they take temp ship again. They might be trying to get here. This is going to be a critical hex for them. I am not able to block them. I have to hope nomads get an extra ship. This could have been defensive to make sure nomads don't take temp ship and go for that hex fast. I could just power a priest here. I wish I knew what Mike was up to. Possibly building another trading house. Getting 2 workers on the pass. Sure. Let's do this. I think if I end up with dwelling scoring, that'll be amazing, but I don't think I will. This could be an error letting witches pass in front of me, but I think it's going to end up okay. Making 5 workers now. Yeah, I really need to hit the rounds and pass tiles pretty early if I'm going double econ, so... Also, I wanted to take a power action because I thought it was likely that Mike would do another upgrade of some sort. That's a really expensive one. But very good for me. It really justifies me having my Sanctuary here. Mike has one more move, the Witch's Ride. This would be pretty disruptive. I don't think that's happening. I would guess something... one of these three is more likely. Okay. I guess I'm triple digging a red. It's fine with me. I mean, it's not great, but I think I'll still be okay. I feel like that's an inefficient action. Chaos do decline the power, so in terms of timing that, it's fine. Yeah, I'm gaining no more power. Alright, here's where I try to make up my points. Chaos declined? Oh, they must have taken a power tile, yeah, okay. I suppose Chaos could be double digging. Given that it's the spade round. That puts me in line for the coins if they double dig. Which I would be 1,000,000% okay with. Chaos is only going to have 4 coins though at the start of next round, so I'm pretty sure they're taking coins. I am going to triple dig this really fast, and then I'm going to dig that if I can. I don't see how I don't get the red hex. If I make it my second move priority, then it should be totally fine. I already have a Priest to Earth. I could keep sending Priest to Earth. There's still 4 coins and 2 power, so it's a really good move. Even though there are 4 points this round and a spade, it's 4 coins, 2 power versus a dig. Like, it's very close. A dig and 4 points. And I would still think coins are more valuable than a point here. I still have many network aspirations, but I should have a clear path in the north, given that nomads are not in the north at all. So it's really not clear to me that this is a good hex. It does suck a little that I won't get this blue, but this red does get me a lot closer to connected, so it's not nearly as big of a hit as 2 spades. Mike's got no coins. Yeah, that's a sensible. Bam. There's no way Rubes is actually considering double digs over coins, right? I mean, they really do need that yellow. This yellow is so big for Chaos Magicians. So they could have to advance ship here, given that Yodai can advance ship first move and take it. Yodai has shown to be a little aggressive here. Oh, that is what happened. Ooh, I make money off that. Yeah, and Chaos probably just hard digs it. Alright, well, if Chaos does expand, then I really need to score a lot of points to win this. The good news is that I have, what is that? 16 points in spades this round. 2 faction, 2 round per. So Chaos is going to be in a really good spot because they're just going to do a dwelling spree in round 4. I'm not sure how aggressively I need to protect this red now. Probably not too aggressively. I'm happy going around here, or even just down next round. So I can hit the red. I'm not sure why it's possible to suggest people join a game while they're like halfway through a long game. Seems like a fairly weak action. It cedes this yellow to Chaos. And they can get this red at the same time, or this red. The 3 spot on fire is still open. And 4 power probably isn't the right reward for me, given that I only have 4 power tokens. Same reason why Air 2 didn't make any sense. There it is. One of these 3 for sure. I just don't know which. I'm a little surprised it's not the hard dig. Oh, it's this gray. Interesting. That's okay. I'm hoping Mike commits to a trading house, like here. But I don't really have a stall move, necessarily. There's probably no chance I can... get around here with Chaos now, getting to this yellow. So I probably go here and say, hey Mike, you want to take that red? Even though Mike will probably just take the black. Very likely just a 2-town game for me. How many dwellings should I build this round? Probably 2. I guess this could have been wrong. It's possible I should have gone up here. I mean, very possible, but it's so easy for Mike to just hard dig. And by hard digging, building a dwelling normally, then Witch's Riding here, gets 6 coins from the town, can still build a trading house. So Mike's gonna have an okay round. The thing I like the most about this game right now is that I'm the only one with coins. And the earth spots are gone. I think the coin towns have extra value this game. Chaos are very likely passing for dwelling scoring. Hate to see it. Yeah, good game from Chaos right now. It's very possible I should have just dug that red and be ready to pass. Yeah, this is a good move for Mike. One of the most obvious coin towns in history. Alright, and an important question for me is, will I want to connect? I think the answer still has to be yes. Even though I am playing 3 pretty high econ factions, double econ Darklings should be able to handle a lot of econ here. I don't know how Chaos doesn't take dwelling scoring when they are gonna really tear it up. I guess shipping scoring is gonna be workable also. Gets them the 7 coins action, so that's probably the biggest factor. Yeah, taking this says they want the 7 coins action first. Get just a couple points here. A decline means that I can pretty fearlessly upgrade right now. And I do want to make sure I get water 1. I don't want to wait till round 5 to do that. Instead of a TP, I should take the dwelling scoring if it's available. Witches seem like they're building a trading post here, but I would be surprised. Well, Nomads might want to put a dwelling down. Oh, they still have their Sandstorm. Okay. Looks like I passed for dwellings, which will be huge. Ooh. It may have been clear to everyone that I am not a fan of Yodai. It's in the tournament rules that they can get kicked if they exceed their board game arena time, so... That's definitely the least sporting thing I've done in a while. This dwelling scoring is going to be great for me. 13, I'm going to be at 18 coins and 10 workers? 040? Wow, I'm going to be loaded. So after if I can secure this black, that's priority number 1. Priority number 2 is a temple for water 1. There are all 3 water 1s remaining, so I think that's not going to be a big issue. Chaos is taking all the coins. They are making 8 power. Yep. They're making 7 coins. 6 makes 14. So they'll have X and 14. After they take the coins action, their power bowl will be exactly that. 5 workers. Oh, and did I account for that? 4... 10... 17. They'll have 17 coins. They'll have about the same econ as me. As for where I make my temple, it's probably my northernmost hex, the former red one right here. Mike does the Witch's Ride. Could make a trading house. I would like that. He would like that. Burn 1 power. Could even burn 2 and take the power action. Probably. I mean, that power is going to be a coin anyway. It might as well make it a worker first. If I connect, it will need to be through here. Whoops. We already heard this one today, right? I mean, we have been going for 4.5 hours already, and we're only halfway through game 2. Mike passes here instead of building another trading house. I probably would have done it differently, because coin income is so precious, but probably enough reasons to just pass. And I'm just not seeing them all. Hey, we all get money. Oh, I forgot my 3 fire coins also. Yeah. As for a town for me, I probably take coins or a priest. Coins is pretty aggressive. I think I would rather have the points locked in. Is it possible that a cult town is better for me? Maybe. Not that likely. Ship town could also be good. Zoom over here for free. Try to get that hex. Chaos are on 1 ship and they don't have temp ship anymore, but they are going to upgrade this round. When they pass for the ship tile, they definitely are. Yodai goes ahead and takes that triple earth spot, triple fire spot. My favorite thing would be for Mike to take this and turn it green with the double dig, but I don't think that's too likely. What is obvious is that if he double digs the black into green, then I'm just going to take this blue and turn it black. While Chaos are a bit farther away from turning that red. And I give him Leech. He gets less Leech. Though still 2 for 1 if he builds this first. Let's see, I have 6 dwellings. I'd like to end on 8. 7, 6. Not entirely clear how I get there. I mean, I could dig that. Hey! My hopes and dreams paid off. This brown should be relatively trivial for me to get now. Chaos probably would hard dig that, but I can't afford to wait around and see carnage happen, so I'm going to take this now. I would be happiest passing for Trading House scoring, but I think I have too many turns this round to pass early. Alright, Mike secures it. I am very happy to see this. This is like the big risk about being Chaos Magicians. You're gonna end up in situations like this where you stretch a lot to expand and then can't do it in time. Chaos takes advanced ship. Are they going here with 2 ship? So if I take one of these hexes, right now, I probably want water 1 still. 2, 5, 4, 8, 5, 10, 6, 12. And I'll end with 1 more dwelling than I currently have. It's probably good to have some, to not like have the no income dwelling up and have 1 trading house. That assumes I take the ship town, which I think is okay here. I would like to know what Chaos is doing specifically with regards to their 2 ship. I'm afraid it's here. There are pluses and minuses to a lot of these things. Like, I want to wait off water 1 until next round. Hold off water 1 until next round, but that hurts my economy significantly. Hard dig there for Yodai. Are they taking Coin Town? Oh, they're threatening a sandstorm too. I like to see that. Hey, Gary Fiskin, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow. A power for me here. Yep, making Chaos spend a lot of effort there is really good for trying to keep an advantage over them. Alright, so it's decision time. Nomads still have their Sandstorm, so I probably shouldn't take Shiptown. I could also take another temple next round for Air 1. Oh, I got 2 power there. Should I down convert? Which still have a ride. No, I shouldn't down convert because I can take a power priest. A dwelling town is kind of silly. On the other hand, I don't really need to have more than 2 towns this game. I really wonder where Yodai is going to use that Sandstorm. Because if it's going to hit that black, then I really should stop caring about connecting. As sad as that would be. Okay, yeah, the connection dream is dead. Okay. I guess that means my best chances for network points are making this into Darkling's Island. And Nomads ending on 10 or 11 structures and me barely beating them out. It also means I should take an econ town. I technically have a path. Oops, sorry, a path to connection in the south. Could try that. I need this green, this blue, this black. This green's a bit of a stretch here. I need 3 ship. I am kind of sad at the prospect of double econ Darklings not making it to 3 towns. The cults seem very open right now. Given that Chaos Magicians are going to have a pretty tough time even getting a second town, it looks like, potentially. This could break many ways still. This is better economically. I can lose a point. Last call for taking a cult town, I think. It's probably too late. Alright, so I build one more dwelling here. I get another town. Okay, Sandstorm is coming in there, which doesn't really hurt me anymore. Go to Tuga, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. We're already 2 hours in, huh? Or no, 1.5. But we only have 1 hour left until the final's supposed to start. Mike passes first. I mean, it's very possible I was supposed to pass. Mike is gonna get 7 coins. Or double dig the black to green. Both are viable. Which is on 3 towns. Excuse me, pretty strong too. Yeah, holding trading post passing on a temple round can feel kind of silly, but I don't think it's a big deal. I would like Yodai to take one more action, but I don't think they have an action to do. Because passing right after Mike... Oh, I'm here. If I sacrifice 3 points, I can make sure I line up to pass for TPs in round 6. If I don't get it here, Yodai takes this. Yeah, okay, I think this is right. Let Yodai have past dwellings. It's sad to not get a dwelling down. That's probably a misplay of me not counting how many moves. Goodbye 3 points. This is probably net 4 points. And guaranteed round 6 passing. Man, there's not much competition for Chaos's past ship. That's sad. I could have done that better. I do have more coins now, but... Alright, so I have 5 coins, 2 power, 8 workers. 10, 9, 11, 11, 10, 0, 1, 3, 4 priests. I build some trading houses in round 5. I try to build Air 1, I think. Air 1 and at least 2 trading houses. And then basically I do have to spend 3 priests along the way, so that I don't overproduce. I can send 1 to cults, I think. I'm really gonna have to play the guessing game hard about when Mike is gonna pass. So one thing that is tough to gauge a lot of the time is network size. In the way that Chaos doesn't look like they have a big network right now, but they're doing fine. They're -8 right now with 2 rounds to go. It's the same as, it's 1 short of Nomads, it's 1 short of Witches, it's on par with me. They just look a lot more spread out. In terms of a town to take, two cults feel a little silly, but it's not the worst idea. It's a lot of power. It's 6 or 7 power. I'm doing it. Try to take some points away from my enemies here. Very arguably, this is the wrong time to do a lot of these cult advances, but I'm not going to be scoring well on network because I'm silly, and double econ should really try to score on network. Needing a green hex with witches in the game is very questionable to try to connect. There is one pass tile open, but being behind Mike, I do need to pass immediately when Mike does. I have a lot of priests left over. I'm aiming to make 4, so I need to spend 3 into the ground here. Yeah, I have a lot of moves here. I really hope Mike does also. Do I do something silly and triple dig the gray to try to get more easy hexes over here? Probably not. That is kind of silly. Not having Earth 1 is a bit of a pain, but I don't think Nomads and Witches are going to have quite enough network to make it worthwhile. I could very well be proven wrong, but that's my guess. So I do want at least 2 more moves, and that, or 3, probably 4. 4 more moves. Dig 3 dwelling, trading house, temple air 1. Water 1, air 1 for chaos here is pretty good. I'm a little surprised there wasn't a rush to water 1 necessarily, but these things happen. I imagine Mike goes for water 1 now, like here or here. I don't think I can reasonably get ship 3, so I'm going to cut off the network thoughts. Next move is Temple Air 1. Move after that is Trading House. Any of these, really. After that, it's dig around, guess better about where and when witches pass. I've managed my power well and can leech minimum here. Oh, Mike is going for a town now, perhaps calculating that he probably won't have enough resources to get normal towns if he wants 2 more normal towns. I think it's weird that Mike didn't take water 1. Takes the priest town. Well, I was thinking like, oh, there's not many good towns for me left, and then I realized I don't need any towns. Oh, did I mess up my conversions? I totally did. Whoops. I talk about managing my power correctly, and then I just lose a power. Cool story. Cool story, Lumen. Obviously, I don't need Fire 2. If I take another favor, it's going to be Earth 3. Because Chaos can be chaotic and steal cults. Doesn't quite look like I have enough coins to do that this round, though. Nomads get the last water 1. Chaos get their bridge. Nobody else really needed it. I mean, Mike might be eyeing a bridge here. Oh no, never mind. This is... That town tile placement made me think it wasn't a green. But totally is. So no bridge for Mike. No bridge for me. Nomads have not used their Sandstorm yet. I don't think I'm getting worse than second. I'm doing fine on cults. Which is not usually how I play Darklings, but it is this game. Mike sends a Priest of Fire. Well, I will be following that up with a Priest of Fire. Nomads take 1. Okay. I do need to burn these last 3 priests somehow, so... I think that's a... Well, I think a trading house is still more important. Chaos pass. Very early pass, but... not super early, and they do get a pass tile, and now the next person to pass won't have a scoring pass tile. I am now guaranteed a pass tile. I don't need to go right after Mike, though I think I would rather have the trading house one than the dwelling one, because my dwellings are not making points, given that I am not looking good on network. Right now I'm not connected, so low likelihood of finishing that off. Trading house there for Mike, okay. Alright, my Air 1 will be scoring 3 now. I don't think I can justify building a stronghold. It's minimal points, and I don't need to turn workers into priests right now. I might need to in the last round, but that's what the last round is the last round for. If that makes any sense. Last round is just maximizing points time, basically. Alright, so Yodai does a sandstorm. Chaos, probably taking the coins. Making 5 power, 8 power, yep, 8 capacity. Witches still have the Witch's Ride, so I need to play really slow now. Which means dig 1, build, dig 1, build, dig 1, priest power action, dig 1, something like that. I'm making 7 coins naturally. Priest to water for me. Yodai has 2 more dwellings left to place, and then could spend a worker. Oh, but it's getting a priest here. Interesting. I wonder where. Possibly water, but I don't see how that would really benefit. It is 2 coins, so in net, the priest is just as good as trickling the 3 power in his coins naturally. The only reason I can't is I'm making 4 priests next round. Looks like a couple tables have finished already in this round. Mike hard digs. Okay. Dig, dig, dwelling. I don't know how many more stalling actions I have, but it's probably 4. Should be enough. Hopefully I don't have to down convert the priests to workers. I'm trying to line it up perfectly here. Priest to water for Yodai, okay, as predicted. Mike probably builds a dwelling or a temple. Oh, Mike has Witch's Ride, so he probably wants both? Oh, and does Act 5. Okay. 2 more actions for Mike, so I'll try to line that up. 1 here. One here, and then pass. I think I would rather dig than build a dwelling. Yodai builds a dwelling. Chaos declines. Like, probably temples here? I guess Witch's Ride is the better option. To that northern hex. I wonder if last round I was supposed to take my 3 points, deal with whatever pass tile I get. Oh, Mike did not Witch's Ride. So declines to build a temple for Air 1. Yodai, I believe, is now out of actions. Yep. There's a Witch's Ride. Wow, so I just barely made it going this slow. Now here's the Caravan of Passing. After the pass, I'll be at 80. To have the Trading Post pass tile in the Trading Post round. I'm gonna have too many workers. Temple Earth 3 is probably the best way to build a 3rd trading post. Let's see, if I need 6 and 9. I'm only gonna have 7 coins. Well, I'm making 3 power, so I need to downvert 1. I'm gonna have too many workers. Alright. Whoa. That's a table result. There's a table that just finished. 178, 177 for Bizzle. Wow. Game King 144. And then Rainier got a win. Very nice with a big 159. I'll have this yellow and this green to double dig if I want them, but I probably don't. I probably need to make sure I'm beating Mike here. Getting another town, getting good network. Oh, I forgot about the cult coins. I thought I had planned pretty well. Not being connected is gonna hurt. I'm basically just getting pure points this round. Okay, so I need 6 workers, 9 coins for 3 trading posts, leaving me with 6 and 5 and 3 power, 6 and 8. So I can pretty much make a stronghold and a temple. Network counts, Chaos have 5, 9, they can get to 10 pretty easily, 11 with the last red, and they have a lot more resources. They might be advancing dig a couple times. Mike locking that down. What am I supposed to lock up here? Chaos don't have a double favor right now. Yeah, what is this supposed to be? Priest to air? Bridge doesn't block anyone. Chaos can probably get another town. I should probably just lock up Earth 3. Taking Fire 3 is not very good because of the Fire 2 still out there. I don't especially like this play. I kind of want to send my priest to air, but I'm not really sure what the best use of it is. The priest. Chaos hard dig there. Double hard dig. Instead of advancing dig. That's a surprise to me. Feel like advancing dig does a lot better for him. Takes the ship town. Makes sense when you're holding the ship tile. I guess he wants the priests for stuff. It seems like I probably shouldn't fight air. I imagine Chaos is going to take Fire 3, Fire 2. Well, I thought Fire 2 made some sense for Chaos, given that, like, that's a very expensive dig, and they can take fire steps. Like, yeah. Maybe they do have enough, but they're minus, N-7 right now. Witches are N-4. Yodai takes the last water step. Might be thinking about taking water 3. Not sure. 10 workers is a lot for Chaos. Each pair of trading post dwelling costs 3 and 5, but they only have one more hex, 2 more hexes. So they can only spend 6 and 10 to get 2 more and end on N-5. I guess they can end on N-4 by hard digging once more. But as it stands, that's barely enough resources. Witches already at N-4, have a Witch's Ride, definitely have a way to pay for it. No ship yet, though, so... Question mark. Nomads are connected except for this one thing with ship 1. Yeah. Well, I built a good economy, but it's very possible I don't have enough points here. So I need 4-6 for the last 2 trading houses, which puts me at 4-2. should consider sending a priest to air. Then putting 3 priests into the ground. Actually, making a stronghold is not very good. I'm 2 workers short and 3 coins short of getting another trading post after that. It's debatable that I could have tried to do a stronghold instead of this temple. This temple, rather. But locking up Earth with Chaos in the game seems like a really good idea. Yeah, I'm sad I don't get 3 towns or network. It's really not the best justification to have 2 econ favors. The low amount of coins in this game is, but really would have liked to do better. Chaos went priest to air. Too bad I already took all 5 of my favors. Oh my god, stop suggesting I join stuff. This is a bad feature. BGA should change that. Trying to tie Chaos Magicians here is probably a bad idea, because Chaos is probably taking Air 3. Well, if I'm Chaos, I take Fire 3, Air 3 in this position. I could just send Priest to Fire for 1 a couple times. What happened on the power? Mike did accept? That's too bad. I only have 2 more spaces to upgrade. Mike gets a town. 11 points could be very nice. It's very possible I fed witches too much leech here. I didn't see that. Well, their econ started off so slow, I didn't imagine that it could end up this okay. Witches do take the cult town. Yeah, I don't think I'm winning this one. I would need network and cults, basically. The cults thing is going okay. I'm really surprised Chaos rushed that town with a double dig. My 4 priests are 8 points by themselves. Let's see, if I do nothing more except a trading post and send all my priests into the ground, then I can turn that into a priest if I'm lucky. Or prepared, rather. So that's 10 points. 2, 3 is 6 points, 16 points. I pass for 12 is 28 points. Let's just call it 18 cult points is 46 more. Yeah, it only puts me at like 140 with resources. It won't be last place. I don't think Nomads are having a good game at all. What did I start this game at? 10? So if I score 140, it's the same as 150 in TM Tour, which is kind of what I would have expected. And that's not bad. But it's really not optimal. I'll be slowly digging away, I think, at stuff down here while waiting to see what happens. I should probably... I don't know what I should probably do. Suggesting I probably know what to do is a bit of a stretch here. I guess I do need one more trading house. And then, I mean, it's unlikely a stronghold makes any sense at all. Mike does have a ship now, so that's taken care of. Let's see, what's Mike possibly ending at? Let's give him 14 cult points. 18 network is 32. 40 after pass. So he's right around 140, but also has these resources to spend, so I don't think I catch Mike. Then Chaos Magicians. Unclear, but that can't help them. I guess my hope is that Nomads tie Witches on Connection. Chaos is N-7, so I would need to have N-4 on my board. It's not impossible. It's a lot of potential effort to squeeze out that many network points, though. I can bridge over here, double dig that. It's out of... no, it's in reach for Chaos. So they would need to fully commit to something else. But I would be able to clear 3 hexes. That gets me to N-3, which is actually N-6. Yeah. Chaos has too easy of a time building Trading House DD, even though they're losing hexes fast. They have this, they have this, they have that, they have this. Okay. There's no real point in going for network. It would be great if all 3 of them tied. But I think... well, given that Mike can take a double spade here... Well, I hope I get second just for pride's sake, but it's not looking good. Hey, Fofo. I just accidentally answered that. Yeah, I made strategically questionable moves. By not having a connection path and not getting Earth 1. It's very possible I was just supposed to get Earth 1, take Fire 1 with my Sanctuary, and move on with life. And maybe I just score a lot better, because I did get 7 coins. Yeah, I think that's probably the thing, like, just feeling too okay about being double econ without really realizing I'm not going to be able to get network. So I tried to get cults, which is going okay, but not great. Yeah. Two priest points is better than 1 resource point. I'm on a bit of a cold streak in Terra Mystica. I think it's probably too much Fancy Play Syndrome. Too much Fire 1. I'm just trying to not be an Earth 1 chump, and this is what it gets me. I definitely had this phase in Agricola as well, and still, I mean, kind of do, where I try to win on 3-room houses a lot. And has not worked as often as I want it to. Mike gets to Witch's Ride this spot, offering 4 for 3 is probably fine. Yodai has enough resources for a trading post, but not a dwelling. Oh, this is, I think, the wrong Witch's Ride, but not a big deal. Mike's not getting another thing anyway, so advanced ship is Mike's last move. I'm doing this to wait and see where my priest should go, because it's still possible that cults is the right answer. Mike can either advance ship or protect air. I mean, Chaos can just beat him on air right now, but instead builds a dwelling. Alright, so Hallie and Gino got 2 wins. Rainier, Bizzle are currently in the 3rd and 4th positions, but our game could very well change this. If Rubes wins, then he's into the final. Or they are into the final, I should say. Hallie scoring a 163. Yep, Yodai is 2 resources short of building a dwelling. Okay. So it looks like first network, second network. Chaos doesn't have any more hexes and didn't advance dig. That's really surprising. I think advanced dig was a great move for them. Yeah, Yodai doesn't have a pass tile or air 1. Mike decides to secure air. I think that's fine. Get my last trading house out here, which I guess I should have done first, but now I'm sure Mike has nothing to do with this power. My ordering is a little sketchy, but not that bad. These last cult fights are getting a little interesting. Chaos stalling. Let's see what Yodai does. I think the right move is putting the priests to fire. But Chaos can just step in and snatch them up. Snatch the cult up with 5 steps from favors. It's a little confusing that Chaos hasn't done that already. Do they have more points some other way? They have water 1, air 1, and they do want to build one more trading house. So they have enough resources for it. Mike with a nice game here. 116 plus 18, 126 plus 18 network is 144. That's without this. Alright, so Yodai went to fire. Really like to know what the plan is from Chaos. Maybe I should send 1 to fire for sure now that Mike's passed. Maybe I should just dig. Well, Mike is winning, right? Chaos are getting 6 network. Looks like they've got 37 points left, so Chaos is winning. If they do take fire, which I expect them to do. I think I just take third here by a couple points. Hey, Marushka. Not as great as I would have hoped. I still come out with a good game, but Again, not taking Earth 1. Why? What am I doing? I'm playing a points faction. I should go get my points. Chaos is 1 resource short of a temple. Alright, well this is an obvious 2 points. What are you doing? I guess it's a resource back. For Yodai. Priest to Fire. So they're not building a temple. And I should also send a Priest to Fire. Oh. Chaos is going to send a Priest to Fire, then down convert 5 power to a Priest and go up fire again, perhaps? This is interesting. This broke differently than I expected. Alright, let's see what I end up with here. Alright, I'm pretty sure I'm done. Okay. Well, let's see. I think I'm third, but Chaos didn't go for the fire win, which is really unexpected. Alright, I'm not going to calculate this. I'm just going to see what happens. $139 for me. Yep, so Mike has me by 5. Equal resource points. He has 18 on me in network. Yep. It's too bad. If I connect, then my game's so much better. Oh, it's a tie for them. Alright, I think I need to relearn when to take Earth 1. I am done with Terra Mystica for the day, thanks to that. And it's very warm here, and I have the light pointing at me, and I don't really mind. Yeah. See, I don't think MSO is casting the final, and I haven't had any requests to cast it, so, oh, until Bizzle talks to me right now. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, if MSO advertises the stream, then I will be happy to cast it with Bizzle. Probably. Well, for all of you watching, thanks so much. Really appreciate you hanging out, even though obviously we didn't have much conversation. My tournament is over here. And it probably means I stopped trying to go for any meta event for MSO. I kind of needed a really good result here to have a real chance at Eurogames or Pentamind, I think. Not sure I'll play Agricola even for the MSO event because it's Bois de Jus. And do I really need to play a Bois de Jus competition? Not really. Though with enough popular demand, let me know. I see, Rubes just needed TVs. Yeah. Man, I definitely did the best planning economically, and to lose by 5 on econ favors means I played pretty well, except for like the big